Hi everyone, this is David from davidhobson.net. Before we start working on a new project in 3ds Max, it's always a good idea to establish our system units. That way we can be sure of the unit of measurement that we're working with, and this can be particularly important if we are collaborating with other users on the project, and also if we're using realistic lighting. That way we know exactly the size of the scene that we're working on and everyone is working on the same page. So to set the system units, we come up to the Customize pull-down menu, left click on the header on the menu and choose the Unit Setup option from the drop-down menu. This opens up the Unit Setup dialog, and from the options here we choose the System Unit Setup button, and inside the System Unit Setup dialog we can change our one unit to a different measurement option. I'm going to choose the millimeter option here. So with that in place, I'm going to click OK. In the Unit Setup dialog here, we can actually display our units in a different form, and at the moment they're just generic, so that the numbers that appear in my value boxes and any of my settings relate to the system unit, which in this case is millimeters, but I can display the unit of measurement in a different scale, so I can choose a different format. Rather than millimeters, I may choose to display my system units as meters. So from this particular list here I can choose the meter option, and I can display my millimeter units as meter units instead. I'm still using a system unit setup of millimeters, but I'm just displaying the values as a meter alternative. So that's how I set up my system units and how I set up the display of those units. So with that in place, I can click OK, and that has now established the system units for my new project. This is David Hobson from davidhobson.net. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more video tutorials on how to work with 3ds Max, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel.